Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Spiritual life is a journey from what we think we are to what we in reality are. This journey is not in place. We don't cross distances. This journey is not in time. It doesn't take any time. Like we did come to this place, it took 2 hours. So like that, there is no time involved. There are no distances crossed. There is no destination reached. There is no gain that has happened. It is a path wherein we are ready to give up all that can be given up. If we are ready for this bargain, then we can step on the spiritual path. Many of us have this notion, I have done so much of God, Bhagwan ka itna kiya. I have done so much of God, then why all the problems are coming to me? So the answer is, because you have done so much of God and you have troubled Him. And therefore He is taking a revenge. See, friends. Therefore, if this is clear in our mind, then step on the spiritual path. Kathopanishad tells the attainment on the spiritual path as यदा सर्वे प्रमुच्यन्ते कामा यस्य हृदिश्रिताः अथ मर्त्यः अमृतो भवति अत्र ब्रह्म समश्नुते. When we lead a life at a zero desire level, then alone we have attained perfection and freedom in our life. See, when this is what we hear, then we get confused. Oh, it is only because of this India is not progressing, because you people tell don't desire, do your duty and don't expect anything in return. As if everybody is listening to Bhagavad Gita. See? Therefore, let us work it out. Why the scripture insists so much that don't struggle to fulfill your desires as a spiritual path. But normally all of us have this notion. Spirituality means we go to the Lord and give Him a big list. And in that list there is a note. Other than you, we want everything. See? So, the worldly things become the goal of our life, and the God becomes the means to attain that goal. Like Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshate dukrum karne. Dukrum karne means a language. Language is meant for communication of thoughts. It doesn't matter what language you talk. What matters is what you talk. So language is the means. It is not the goal. See? But if you see in our country, in India, the whole country is divided on the language basis, which is the means. It is not the goal. See? You go to Bengal, Bengalis think there is no other better language than Bengali. You go to Tamil Nadu, Tamilians think that there is no better language than Tamil. You go to Gujus, they say there is no better language than the Gujarati. See? more than the means, the goal is important. So this discrimination between the means and the goal, if we lack, we make a mess of our life. See? So life is the means and spiritual evolution is the goal. Instead of that, we take spirituality for making the life as the goal. See? And therefore, if we have to analyze our life, please remember one thing. Spiritual life means analyzing one's day-to-day experiences and learning from them. If we do this, then we are walking spiritual path. Otherwise, we are walking religious path. Religious path has very little to do with the spiritual path. See, friends. So we have to learn from every experience of our life. And when this becomes our spiritual practice, then we will start leading our life in absolute alertness. For example, what have we done till date? If we are asked, what we have done? Say in one line. So what can we say? Bhagwan Shankaracharya said for us, Balastavat krida saktaha, Tarunastavat taruni raktaha, Vruddhastavat chinta saktaha, Parame brahmane kopina raktaha. What we have done? Only fulfilling our desires, only fulfilling our desires. But have we ever thought of that, have we attained fulfillment in life? See? So we keep on fulfilling the desires. Desire fulfillment is called as the Bhavasagar. Bhavasagar means the ocean of transmigration. And the desires do not leave anybody. There is a story which comes on the path of devotion. There was a devotee and the Lord appeared before him with the Vaikuntha Airlines. And he said, come on getting, we'll take you straight away, non-stop flight to Vaikuntha. The Bhagatji said, I won't go alone, I want to take the whole world with me. Bhagwan smiled, come on, don't waste your time. Nobody wants to come there. No, how it is possible? Everybody is living only for going to the heavens, Vaikuntha. Bhagwan said, okay, your recommendation is enough, no further investigation. We will take anybody you bring. So the first time that devotee goes to the sannyasis, because sannyasis have given up everything, supposed to be. Isn't it? Given up everything. That is the reason when sannyas is given, one is, Viraja Homa is done. Viraja Homa means where you conduct your own Shraddha. And when you have conducted your Shraddha, for all practical purposes, you are dead. So never touch a sannyasi. It is like touching a dead body. Keep them away. Then these sannyasis are supposed to have given up everything. So Bhagatji thought, let me go to a sannyasi and ask him. He went to a sannyasi. Mahamandaleshwar, not ordinary. Maharajji, please come. We have an offer, free offer. Come to Vaikuntha. Sannyasi said, no, I am teaching Brahma Sutra to my disciples, and unless that Brahma Sutra is over, I cannot go, I can wait for that. Bhagatji starts getting frustrated. My God, if this is the condition of the sannyasi, what about others? So let me try. Then he goes to the Vanaprastha, the retired people. So the retired people say, no, just now my grandson got married. Unless I see his grandson in my lap, how can I live? Unless that is done, I can't live. Then the Bhagatji goes to the Grahastha. The Grahastha gives him left and right. Are you mad or what? Abhi to shadi hui. Not now. Forget about it. Then he goes to the Brahmachari. Brahmachari says, no, we have to study. Now I am studying Sanskrit and then the Ashtadhyayi and then the Shastra. No, I know a lot of time. It is not for time. He got so disgusted. Nobody wants to go to Vaikuntha. Because what for all things are done? Only for attainment of the Absolute. But that we don't want. Finally, out of disgust, he goes to a pig. Mr. Swine, there is an offer free. Come. The Mr. Swine says, let me go and ask Pigni. So he goes to Mrs. Pig. And honey, there is an offer for all of us to go to the Vaikuntha. She said, you ask them, do we get our food there? And when he gets totally disgusted and he comes to the Lord is smiling. Whom you want to bring now? See friends, samsara is nothing but living under the slavery of desire fulfillment. Just get this point across. Your whole spirituality will be sorted out. See? But instead of this, we want the things, this should happen that way, that should happen that way. Don't waste your time on this. So what is spiritual life? Freedom from the burden of desire that we carry on our head. Now why we should be so much troubled because of desires? The second point. We imagine that desires are natural to the mind. Don't we see? You know, it is natural. If I see something good, yes, I should have it, you know. It's natural. And I got money. What is wrong in that? Now think, if desires are natural to the mind, why we will want to remove the desires? What is the meaning of fulfillment of a desire? Fulfillment of a desire is the removal of the desire, is it not? So if desires are normal, we don't want to remove them. Like, you know, on our shoulder, head is normal. But the purse is not normal. So wherever this ammas goes, the first thing that they do is unload the purse. Do they say any time, I am damn tired of my head, remove it and put somewhere? Because head is normal to the shoulders, purse is not, is it not? If desires are normal to us, we will not want to fulfill the desires. See friends, and more the number of desires we entertain, more miserable we are. Lesser the number of desires we entertain, less miserable we are. We have no desires, all bliss. See, this is what Taittiriya Upanishad says. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna soshnute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipaschiteti. He who abides in his essential nature, sarvan kaman saha. Saha means simultaneously. All his desires stand fulfilled simultaneously. Our desires are fulfilled in a sequence. See? First desire, I should have a lot of money. Then I should get married. Then I should have children. Then the children should listen to me. Have you listened to your parents? No, but my children should listen to me. See, friends. So our desires are in a sequence. Therefore, one desire breeds another desire. Technically, they are called as eshanas. First is vitteshana, putreshana and lokeshana. Eshana means desire. First we want money, money, money. How much there is no end to that. And then we want a very comfortable, nice life and all that. And then we want to go to the heavens after death. Okay? So these are the desires, the load of which we carry throughout our life, without analyzing why we are becoming disturbed. See, friends, once this point becomes clear, then we will start working on desires. So what is a desire? Desire expresses in our mind in two ways. One is something we like, and second is something we don't like. Desires are nothing but expressions of these two kinds. Like, we don't like. Now that liking and disliking has no logic. See? Some people like green color, some people like red color. You ask them why? See? Some people like bangan, you know, that eggplant. Others don't like. You ask, why you don't like eggplant? Oh, don't talk about it. I hate it. You know, this local language. I hate it. So you ask, why you hate bangan? What is there to like? But your daddy likes bangan very much. He is funny. See? So our likes and our dislikes have no logic, no reason. And our total life is lived under the influence of likes and dislikes, is it not? So if we want to get freedom from desires, what should be the action plan? Action plan is rise above your personal likes and dislikes. See how simple life becomes. There are many things in this world that we don't like, and there are many things that we like. Now when we come under the influence of these personal likes and dislikes, see what happens. When we like something, we run after them. When we dislike something, we run away from them. So what is our life? Run or run. Either run towards the world or run away from the world. See? And then we get tired in life. Then we become retired. And when you become retired, you stay at home. And then that is a terrible time for the ladies at home. In India, you know, there is one new virus has entered. They call that virus as VRS, Voluntary Retirement Scheme. Now these gents, instead of going and working outside, whole day they are sitting at home. And when you have nothing to do, nowhere to go, Then eat to eat. ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए क्या बनाया? And at the time of eating breakfast, कई दिनों से पकोड़े नहीं बने. There is no end. See? And then that lady has to tell, go for a walk. And don't come before 1 o'clock. Because the children have to go for work, you have nothing to do, you can wait. And you know we got only one bathroom. And once you go in the bathroom, you never come out. All these dialogues, Bombay is known for that. See? Therefore, our whole life is nothing but fulfilling the desires. Now, we go one step further. Desires happen under two conditions. That which is recognized as other than I, the not self, about that we have desire. See? I don't have desire about my own sweater because I have it already. But his that success jacket, I really like it. So nice it is, touch style or tough style, touch style. I should have that because it is not mine. Desire is always about something which is recognized as not me or not mine. In our deep sleep experience, there is no sense of otherness. Therefore, there is no desire. See? Then second thing, desire happens when we have a sense of incompleteness. When we have taken food up to nose, and that time somebody gives you Tirupati Balaji Laddu. No. Why? Have you finished your food? So much. What did you eat? Now you have to talk. Then you take out jalebi and show. When somebody has eaten so much, filled up to the brim, he cannot have desire for food, is it not? So wherever there is a sense of incompleteness, and wherever there is a sense of otherness, then only the desires happen. See? Now why the desires happen? Because mind cannot find fulfillment in any thing, in any being, in any place, in any time, in any situation, all the time. Mind cannot find fulfillment. See? You must have seen the kids, they go and buy those digital games. After the games are bought, how many days they can play? Maximum for 2 hours, 3 hours. After that, bored. Then they want some other game, And then the Angry Birds. Then that also they get bored. Then they want something else. It is not their fault. Human mind cannot find attraction toward the same thing all through life. It cannot. See? Unless you are an archaeologist. It is said, and the love of an archaeologist for his wife grows with the age of the wife. Because he is archaeologist. Archaeologists don't like young things. Old. So ladies should always find out. Are you archaeologist? Then it's okay. See, friends. And this mind is making a hell of our life. Therefore, when we start analyzing this, we have a sense of incompleteness, and then we imagine, if I get that object, if I get that place, if I get that situation, I will be happy. And that mental projection is the birthplace of every desire. See? We have recently gone to so many places, and one Binalong beach we have gone in Hobart. Very beautiful, long beach. We went for a long walk. We saw it so nice, so beautiful, and came over. Then we go to some shop and we see, oh, this beautiful picture. How nice it is, you know. If I can buy it and put it somewhere on my wall, it will be very nice. We don't get a desire. I wish I can take the Binalong beach to my house. Be attentive. Desire always happens about something finite. About the infinite, desire cannot happen. Think. And therefore, we don't have self-desire to know who am I, because we are infinite. See, all sense organs function only in a finite field. Eyes can function only in the Vibgyor spectrum of light waves. Beyond that, the vision cannot go. Ears can function only some spectrum of the decibels. Beyond that, it cannot go. See, friends, mind also can function only in the known field of knowledge. Beyond that, mind cannot go. See, intellect can conceptualize to a certain extent. Beyond that, intellect fails. See, take for example, we all can have appreciation about 1 hour. 1 hour is the concept. We also have appreciation of 1 day, 1 year, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Earth was cooled 398 billion years before. What you understood? 380 billion years. Can we get any concept? As the mind starts entering the infinite, the mind bursts. Therefore, fulfillment of desire is removal of the desire. When the desire is removed, mind merges in the infinite. And that merging in the infinite for a fraction of moment gives us the real joy. The joy doesn't come from the object. But our understanding is like this. In the morning when I get up, first thing I do, I prepare a cup of tea. Because the mind starts the, like the clock, tick, tick, tea, 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 starts. So, I get up in the morning and then first thing I go prepare a nice cup of tea. And when I take a cup of tea, I feel, oh, so nice. So my conclusion is, happiness comes from tea. See? Because when I had no tea, I was miserable. When I got tea, I am happy. So where from the happiness has come? From the tea. But we don't analyze further. If tea was containing happiness, everybody should be happy by taking a cup of tea. But this doesn't happen. And yet we can't deny our experience, that we do experience happiness when we take a cup of tea. So where from that happiness has come? Then the analysis will further lead us to that desire is disturbed mind and a miserable experience. Fulfillment of the desire is undisturbed mind and experience of joy. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is focusing your attention that your mind is at peace under all conditions. That is real spiritual practice. But how many expectations we have from the whole world? See, I was telling Subhaji, there was one girl, she was supposed to come with me to Uganda. So I told her, I said, hey, get your passport made. So she said, Swamiji, I don't know how to do it. So somebody said, I'll get it done, Swamiji, don't worry. I said, very good, you hang around him. Every day he will tell her, come tomorrow, do nothing, come tomorrow. 1 week he made her go, come. Then she came to me, Swamiji, he is such a bad person, he didn't do anything. Every day he calls me. I said, first of all, cool down. Remember one basic principle, if you want to be happy in life. What right we have on that person? We have no right. You write off your rights, you'll be always happy. See? If we remember this principle, you can never be miserable. Like, we have come, I am staying with Sumanamma. Now what right I have on both of them? Zero rights. And yet whatever they are doing, everything. But instead of appreciating that, if I start asserting, then I will be responsible for all my miseries in life. Therefore, freedom from desires is possible when we recognize, let the peace of our mind be kept as the topmost priority of life. Our peace of mind is most valuable. नास्ति बुद्धि अयुक्तस्य न चा युक्तस्य भावना न चा भावेत शांति अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. A person who is not at peace with himself cannot be at peace with the whole world. See? What God has not given us? Everything. And yet we complain. Think. Because too many things should happen. No. Zero expectation from anything and anybody in this world. See? Then alone we are really walking the spiritual path. See? One day one person asked me this question. A IIT professional, young man in his late 20s or early 30s. He said, Swamiji, I have been listening you for many years and I am your fan. I have one question because I saw you. People are not changing although you are talking on Gita Upanishad for so many years. Don't you feel bad about it? The world doesn't change. You keep on giving lectures. I said, am I a fool to get mad or feel bad about it? Who cares whether the world improves or not? Be very attentive. I am giving you a lecture and in that lecture I tell you Trividham narakassedam dvaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodhastatha lobha tasman etatrayam tyajet. Desire, anger and greed are the gateways to hell. Therefore give them up. And then this child was moving a little bit. And I become angry. Why don't you keep quiet? What did I say just now? I said that the anger is the gateway to the hell. And immediately I become angry with that child. So when my words do not change me, will they change others? But we expect the world should change. See? Our complaint is like this. One day in Bombay, somebody was driving me and suddenly from somewhere some animals came from that RA milk only, whatever with reason. And he became so angry. Oh God, these people cannot understand. Oh, I said, look here, be cool. You tell me, Who has the driving license? You have the driving license or the buffaloes have the driving license? You become angry, buffaloes laugh at you. Once you recognize these tricks of the mind, at any cost, don't allow your mind to take you for a ride. You ride the mind. See? Yoga rudasya taseva shamaha karana muchyate. Therefore, friends, desires are nowhere except the projections of the mind. And when we learn the trick of the mind, then our attention will be all the time. Whenever we are functioning in this world, see what is happening in the mind. So to put the whole thing in one simple statement, don't work by the mind, work on the mind. Normally we work by the mind. Don't work on the mind. Because the mind is the instrument through which we come in contact with everything and everybody. And if that instrument is not proper, how can you function properly? See? And what is the reason that the mind is not properly tuned? Because it is carrying the burden of desires. Now, next step. Desires come always to somebody. See, the birth of the thoughts or the desires is either from the object or from the subject. When I have not seen this picture, I cannot have desire for this. When I have seen this picture, oh, it is very good, very nice. Where from you got it? No, I have stolen it. Okay, then I cannot see it. So, whenever inquiry is initiated about anything, the desire is being born. Second time the desire comes when the I is born. See how the I's birth creates desires. Whenever we are disturbed, go to the root of the disturbance. Then you will come to know I as a man is never disturbed, but I as a husband, I as a father, I as a son, I as a brother, I as a father-in-law, I as a son-in-law, these individualities, they are disturbed. See? Then how to get out of it? There is only one way. Play your role perfectly well. And after the role is over, change your clothing. Don't go with the same Chhatrapati Shivaji from the stage. You come out and go at home. Abdul Khan kahan hai? Wife will say, kapde utaro. You may be Chhatrapati on the stage. Don't forget your only pati. Chhatra has gone. In the same manner, play your role perfectly well. Be attentive. Playing role means fulfilling your obligations, not desiring anything. See, friends, an artist plays a role on the stage, Chhatrapati Shivaji. So whatever are his dialogues, that he says. In the same manner, we all have to play different roles in life. Play your role perfectly well. And when you are playing the role, you have no freedom for desiring anything. See? Like, can Chhatrapati Shivaji says, I wish, the Mughal should not have been that bad, I don't have to kill so many of them. No. That was his job, he did it. In the same manner, whatever are our roles to be played, Play your role only to the extent of fulfilling your duties, obligations. Thereafter, relax. Don't expect anything from anybody. Like desires expressed in the form of likes and dislikes, in the same manner, desires also express in the form of expectations. See? One mother was complaining, Swamiji, why other people's children come in merit and my child fails every year? Why this happens? What can I tell? So I told her, I said, Mama, when you sow the chili plant, how can you expect tomatoes on that plant? You, Swamiji, I don't understand. It's very good. इमली के पेड़ को आम नहीं लगते. Therefore, don't complain. Whatever you have to do, do it. If you can't do it, don't do it. Never mind. But don't suffer. There are three options to interact in this world. One option is revolt openly, wholeheartedly. Second option is accept cheerfully, wholeheartedly. Now, out of these two options, which is possible all the time? You cannot all the time revolt in life. It is not possible. But you can all the time accept the things cheerfully and happily. It is possible. But we follow the average path. What is the average path? On the surface, we show accepting. And inside, there is a revolt. And therefore, acidity, ulcers. See, friends, these are all the tricks of the mind. So when you just start working on this mind, don't work by the mind, work on the mind. The moment you start becoming aware of the working of your mind, the mind will start behaving automatically properly. See? See, we all have worked in our life on so many aspects of our personality. Our house, our figure, our position, our achievements. We have worked hard. But what we have worked on our mind. And it is by the mind alone we are conducting the whole business of life. See, friends. Therefore, spiritual path is not fulfilling the desires, but rising above the desires. When we rise above the desires, what will be the experience like? See? Suppose we are living at a zero desire level. Imagine. So what will be the experience like? See? This explanation is given by Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. He says, Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. What happens is that our mind remains in equanimity under all conditions. Which are the possible conditions? When we interact, we may win or we are defeated. Under both conditions, mind is equanimous. See? Then, if we win, we gain. If we are defeated, we lose. So, gain and loss. Under both gain and loss, mind is equanimous. And when we gain, we are happy. When we lose, we are miserable. So, under both conditions, joy and sorrows, mind is equanimous. That's all. Nothing less, nothing more. such a person alone has learned what is the meaning of spirituality. Unfortunately, we have not recognized the importance of equanimous mind. If you study Bhagavad Gita, the whole Bhagavad Gita talks only about one theme. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That's all. Whether you follow the path of karma, it is only the equanimity that is spoken of. Siddhi asiddhi samoha bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. If you follow the path of yoga, there also the teacher says, Atma upammena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. There also samatva is spoken of. If you follow the path of devotion, tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachid, there also the equanimity is spoken. And when you talk the path of knowledge, there also Bhagavan says, Vidya vinay sampanne brahmane gavyastini shuni jaiva shvapakecha panditaha samadarchinaha taihi iha jitaha sargaha isham samme equanimity sitam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma tasmate brahmani stitaha. All the spiritual practice ultimately is reduced to only one thing. Let our mind be at peace under all conditions. If this is understood, then we are walking the spiritual path. See, friends, whenever the mind is not in equanimity, all calamities happen. For example, when you are extremely happy, never promise anybody anything. Dasharath ji was very happy when he won that war and gave a boon and promise to his wife, and Ramayana was created. When you are angry, never discuss anything with anybody. When you are confused, don't take decisions. See? I was telling, I got one beautiful email. Sonia Gandhi was getting bored. So she wrote an SMS to Manmohan Singh. Come on, send me some joke, I am getting bored. So Manmohan Singh replied, excuse me madam, we are busy in a meeting taking some important decisions. She replied, oh, that was the best joke of the year. When you are all happy at this moment, that time you are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither young nor old, neither educated nor uneducated. You were happy. So what is spiritual practice? See, remaining utterances, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama. And that mala gets entangled. There was one lady, she was telling me, Swamiji, I got very peculiar problem. I said, problems are always peculiar. Tell. When I start chanting, I forget how far I have come. Then I again start. And I could never do the complete mala. What should I do? I said, very good. Continuously keep on doing it. Our spirituality is a cartoon of spirituality. If this is in your devotion, same is the case in meditation. They will be suffering silently. Who told you? Who told you? Meditation. See? Nobody told you to do meditation. No, everybody does. Hurry? Is it a competition or what? Is it a fashion? Half an hour meditation, rest of the time frustration. You cannot remain in meditation all the time. You cannot fulfill your desires all the time, but you can be happy all the time. See? This is what Bhagavan Krishna says, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. The one who is abiding in the truth. The first symptom of abidance in the truth is Prasannatma, ever cheerful. It so happened, Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore, they were in Shanti Niketan, Calcutta. So, Mahatma Gandhi said, Gurudev, let us go for a walk. So, Rabindranath Tagore said, yes, we'll go. Give me 15 minutes, I have to get ready. So, he had beautiful luxurious hair, nice body, well built. And he used to put on very neat, beautiful clothes, proper slippers, well polished. And he took 15-20 minutes, and then Mahatma Gandhi is ever ready. See? No problem of hairstyle. No question of ironing anything. See? So he said that why you waste so much of time on your this clothing and makeup and all that. Rabindranath Tagore said, Mahatma Ji, when I go, people feel happy looking at me. When they look at you, pata nahi kahan se aayega. See? Can you feel happy by looking at Mahatma Gandhi? There is not 1% beauty anywhere. See? Our presentation to the world should be such that anybody who looks at us should feel happy. Otherwise, aage vaapre. Not like that. Swami Vivekananda used to say, your makeup is incomplete unless you wear a smile. See? But wherever we go in such a most pathetic manner. Abaji ke kya kare? If you go cheerfully, happily, nobody will ask you any question. If you go there, kya ho gaya? Kya ho gaya? If you ask this thing, why should I do this natak? Remain cheerful and happy. God has created us only for this one purpose. See? Like, the bulb has a purpose of giving light, is it not? The camera has a purpose of recording whatever I am talking. In the same manner, God has created us only to express happiness. See how simple it is. Stones are expressing only existence. Plants add life. Animals add knowledge. So animals have existence, life and knowledge. Human beings alone can have existence, life, knowledge and bliss. See, friends. So, यदा सर्वे प्रमुच्यन्ते कामायस्य वदिश्रितः अथ मर्त्यः अमृतो भवति. This mortal attains immortality. Immortality means being happy all the time. Can you imagine Bhagavan Krishna frustrated because of 16,108 wives? Cannot. See? May anything happen in this world, refuse to be miserable. See? Like, will any father like his son begging on the road? In the same manner, the Lord doesn't like us to be miserable. But if we refuse, Bhagavan will say, never mind beta, somebody has to change. So I will change my mistake. And next life, I'll put you in the right place. So either be at peace with yourself and cheerful with the whole world. Or else never mind, Venkatesh Bhagwan will change his plans for us. He will delete something, add something and email us. One disciple asked the Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, is it okay to use email on the spiritual path? Guru Maharaj said, yes, if it is without attachment. No attachment. Then you are walking the path correctly. Otherwise, all the time spent only in this miserable way. Thus, spirituality is not getting anything from anywhere, but expressing what you are essentially. We are essentially divine. We are essentially blissful. That alone must express through us. Even if you are miserable, you don't have to show the misery to the world. Digest your misery. See? But when somebody asks you, how are you? Don't tell the truth. Because they have done a mistake, don't take revenge. Suno. I remember one Punjabi lady in Delhi. When I went to their house, out of my mistake, I said, Amma, how are you? Swami ji, tu se baitho. And then she started. So live demonstration. This morning when I got up and I got down to the bed, I tell you, my ankle got twisted and then blah 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 blah. And her discussion was so lively, I started feeling the pain. Don't do that. Anybody asks, how are you? You tell. Anyway, we are expert in telling lies. Why don't you tell the lies? How are you? Perfectly all right. Other fellow should frighten a child. And once you just start it. I am not just telling you as a joke. Try it. You insist that you are all right. You will be all right. See, yo ya shraddha sa eva sa. Whatever you think you are, that you are. You think you are miserable, you are miserable. You think you are happy, you are happy. You think you are lucky, you are lucky. You think you are unlucky, you are unlucky. You think you are body, you are body. You think you are husband, you are husband. You think you are soul, you are soul. You think you are Parabrahma, Paramatma, you are that. See, friends, this freedom is given to us. Encash that freedom and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.